Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm gonna be playing some more Minecraft. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Now, last time I worked on my base a little bit, and yeah, that's pretty much all I did. Uh, but yeah, I just want to try and keep Sparky alive, mostly because I don't want to lose him like I did Wolfie. Um, so yeah, you know what? Come on, Sparky. Uh, just come over to this wall over here. So that way you can be a little bit safer. Um, mostly because that wall that's behind. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I gave the dog. Um, I gave him the name Sparky because he kind of looks like a Sparky to me. Um, all right, I'm gonna have to put on some more armor, particularly that leather helmet I got. You know what? If I ever find another wolf, I'm gonna try and tame it. Um, maybe I can, maybe I can't. Who knows? Um, but I just want to give Sparky a little friend. You know? Ooh, wait. Uh, maybe I can. Uh, I want to make some dye for like the collar. For my next wolf. Uh, which is gonna be blue because I do like the color blue. Um, so yeah. Um, if I can, I'm gonna try and get some name tags if I ever find any. You know what? I'm gonna try and grab Sparky a little bit. Take him out on a walk. So yeah, maybe he'll stay alive. Hopefully he will. Come on, boy. Um, maybe I can also find some other some friends for Sparky. Um, Also, if I ever find a name tag, I'm also gonna have to make an anvil. Um, who's a good boy? Alright. Let's go out and try and find Sparky a friend. While I have the time. Uh, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother taming a cat right now because I don't have a fishing rod. To catch a fish, let alone multiple that it would take to tame a cat. Also, I think the only one that I would want to tame is can only be found in I believe villages. So yeah. Um, Now where's the wolves? I know there has to be at least some around here. Wait, there you are, Sparky. Stay close to me so that way you don't get hurt. I don't want to see Sparky, fall. Um, you know what? If I ever get a diamond pickaxe, I'm gonna try and mine this obsidian right here. So that way I can have an easier time going to the nether. Uh, okay. I had to sit Sparky down there so he wouldn't get hurt by the magma since, walking on that just for people in this game, does hurt them. Okay. Uh, Now, where will more wolves be? I want to at least try and find a friend for Sparky. Solely so I can try and have him have a little bit of company, for the time being, while I hunt out for resources. Uh, okay, maybe I can, find one, but who knows? Alright. You know what, let's just head back to my base since I've already gone pretty far. And it would just be stupid of me to stay this far away from it right now. Especially without the coordinates for my base. So let's just head back there already. So that way I can just sleep through all this. Uh, you know what? Wait, that's some jungle planks. I need that. Uh, you know what? Sparky, sit down a little bit. So that way, um, I can gather up this wood right here for our base. Um, just be a good boy, alright? Um, and I'll give you some treats whenever we get back home. Alright, Sparky, let's go. Maybe I can find some other wolves. I want to give Sparky a friend. He does seem like a little lonely boy with how much, how much time I spend away from the base. Oh man, he's whimpering. He's cold. I gotta try and warm him up. Uh, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get back to the base. Wherever it is. I don't know where it's at. And also, I don't want to risk dying because I don't have keep inventory on. I don't know where the base is. Yeah, I probably should have put up a lot of this stuff whenever I had the chance. Because it is pretty important stuff. For right now anyways. Ooh, there's coal. So I'm gonna try and mine that. Since I kind of need the coal. Alright, let's just go ahead and get that. And it seems like there's a lot of it. Sparky? There you are, boy. Just stay right here. While I mine this coal. I know that's putting you in a lot of danger, but trust me, it'll be worth it so you can warm up. Also, I'm gonna try and mine some I'm gonna try and mine some iron if I get the chance to. So that way I can, make some flint and steel. Since I kind of need... I want to make a campfire. That's one of the main things I want to do. So I can have some long cooking hours with Sparky, sometime. But it probably won't be too far, soon. It'll probably be a little bit off into the future before I can have a cookout with them. So yeah. Let's just go ahead and mine this coal, and then get out of here. Come on, boy. Let's go ahead and find home. Or wherever it is. Alright. I know it should be around here somewhere, because I know I walked off a pretty sizable chunk away from the base, but it shouldn't be, too particularly far off. From where I left off. So let's go ahead and, just head back. No, I can hear a zombie. Just, please, let me find my base. I don't want Sparky to die. Now, where is the base? I know it should be around here somewhere. It can't be too far away. There's a village, so... you know what? I really wish I hadn't left all my valuables behind. Solely for this reason alone. Mostly because, well, I kind of need that stuff back. So let's just loot this village, if I haven't already. Wait, if I have, then that would mean that, I'm pretty close to my base, if I did loot this village. Okay, it seems like I did. Alright, let's sleep in here for tonight. Just please be safe, Sparky. Alright, let's go. Wait, actually, this should mean that I'm pretty close to my base. Judging by the fact that I saw a village on the way up there. Alright, let's just try and find it already. I'm staying away from those zombies and skeletons, because those are pretty dangerous right now, especially for poor little Sparky. I don't have any meats on me besides rotten flesh. That's about it. Uh, Also, whenever I get around to it, I'm gonna try and mine more sand so that way I can actually, have more glass. Mostly since I kind of needed the coal for that reason alone. All right, let's just head on back wherever my base is. Okay, there's the ruined portal, so that means I'm getting close. So yeah, all I need to do is just search around just for a little bit more. Come on, Sparky. Uh, all right. Nope, stay away from that. I'm not letting Sparky fall in. Uh, I gotta keep myself safe as well as Sparky. Because I'm not letting either of one of us, risk it all just to make it all the way back to the base. And there it is! Come on, Sparky, let's go! Uh, Honestly, Sparky is the best boy. He can stay as long as he likes, since Sparky is best boy. Alright, sit down and have a little rest. Uh, Alright, where's my valuables? There's a brown sheep. I'm pretty sure that has like a 5% chance of spawning. If I got it right. Alright. Now let's go ahead and put in the coal to my furnace. Put up this dirt, since I don't need that. I got some flint and some iron. So yeah, I don't really need too much for flint and steel. I don't need anything, actually. Alright, let's put up this bow. I kinda need to put up this set of stuff, too. Wait. I can hear enemies. I'm gonna need, some more oak planks whenever I get around to it. Mostly since, well, that is kind of like the things I wanted to use for the corners of my house. Okay. Now let's go ahead and place this stuff down. You know what? I'm kind of liking these more simplistic games like Slime Rancher and Minecraft recently, mostly due to the fact that, they are like a lot easier to micromanage than the more action-filled games that I've been playing a lot of throughout my time as a YouTuber. Okay, seems like I'm gonna need more jungle. Since I'm clearly not gonna have enough to fill up all of this. Probably anyways. Okay. Yep, I clearly don't have enough. Yeah, I was planning on going at least 4 blocks high for what I wanted to do with my base. Maybe a little bit higher. But yeah, I don't have enough jungle planks or glass for that right now. And also, at the same time, I don't have enough oak planks. You know what? I hear a bunch of mobs underneath here, so let's go ahead and deal with those. And that skeleton has armor. So let's go ahead and eat up and restore my health. Yeah, I can't jump over this. So the staircase is kind of off limits right now. You know what? Maybe I can fill it up with cobblestone. Um, like whenever I get around to it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to fill it up with cobblestone. That's kind of like the biggest thing I need to do whenever I clear out all those mobs. Is like fill up that bottom segment with cobblestone. Since I kind of do think it would look pretty neat. With the combination of the rest of my house. Okay. Wow, they shot a sheep. Okay. let's just get rid of these skeletons. Okay, that's one of them down. Now I need to get rid of this one too. You know what? I'm gonna have to mine this real quick. Since, they're kind of in the way of what I wanted to do. So let's go ahead and fill up this. I'm gonna have to get more cobblestone. Um, so that way I can actually fill up the bottom of my base. Thankfully there's some exposed stone. So that way I can use cobble here. Okay. I just don't know how far it goes back. Hopefully it goes back pretty far, and also maybe I find some iron on the way. But I just don't know what all I'll need. Uh, I just know I need iron. That's like the main tool I need. For right now, anyways. Okay, let's just keep mining, since I need to get rid of those mobs. So, since they're kind of the biggest issue I have right now with sleeping, like in my own base, since they spawn underneath the of the base, they kind of make it really like borderline impossible for me to sleep in it. Wow, there's still a lot of coal down here, so I'm gonna try and mine all this out. Hey, at least I'm finding resources. That's good. That's not just wood or wood-centric items like, those one things I use for the corners or fences. All right. Now let's go ahead and mine all this coal out. And also get some more cobble while I'm at it. I'm gonna try and get at least 2 stacks. While I have the time for it. I do know a lot about Minecraft, but I don't know everything. Especially from the stuff out of the later updates, since I haven't played in a while. And I haven't really gathered too much information that I could really collect on them. Like, I know that there's wardens. I know about that. And there's, like, that one, underground copper temple stuff. I know that there's also that. But whenever it comes to other things, I don't really know too much. Alright, there's a creeper. Alright, just come out and face me. So, yeah. At least it exploded that instead of my base. You know what? I'm gonna have to run away for the time being and then heal up. Okay, I'm gonna have to stay over here. You know what? You're dying today, skeleton. You have almost killed me. Okay, let's go ahead and work on filling all this up, since I don't want to deal with any more mobs. Okay. I'm gonna need a lot of cobblestone, just to deal with all this. Maybe using fence posts wasn't the brightest idea. Uh, so let's go ahead and, you know, build, like, backwards. Um, since I kind of need to do that. Uh, since, I kind of have a lot of stuff I need to build. Oh, I thought that cave system over there was like a mob or something. Alright, let's mine these fence posts. I'm gonna turn off my mic. Crap, I gotta get back to my base and fast before I lose all my stuff. No! Uh, please, just go! I don't want to lose all my stuff, and I don't want to lose Wolfie. I mean, Sparky. Um, already, man, I'm getting traumatic flashbacks. Crap, I need to go. Um, I think I recognize this set of woods. I just need to hurry up and move. Um, I know that there's a ruin portal near my base. I am so stupid. Why did I try and take on a stupid skeleton? Oh my god. No, there's another one. I just gotta go. I gotta save Sparky. Uh, please, if something happens to Sparky, I would never forgive myself. Please. Just go. I don't wanna die here, and I don't wanna lose Sparky. Um, I, I, I don't know what I'll do if I lose Sparky. No. Uh, I gotta go. I'm really close to my base now. I gotta sleep in. Whenever I get the chance to, anyways. Okay, Sparky is still okay. Oh, thank God for that. And I gotta sleep in, and then exit the bed. Get out of my base, you stupid spider. This is exactly why I wanted to build a base. So I could keep, Sparky and myself safe. Okay, here's all my stuff. I hope it's all still here. It should be, but I don't know. Alright, I think it's all here. You know what? Since, I have so much valuables in my inventory right now, it would only be smart of me to put it all into storage, into the chest. Get away from Sparky, you vile monster. Get away from my dog. That's what you get. Alright, let's put up some of this stuff. Since I kinda need to do that right now. I got some more coal for my furnace. I feel like this wasn't all of the stuff I had. Alright. Now let's grab out these bones. I'm gonna have to make more chests while I'm at it. So I'm gonna have to take out that's oak stuff. But actually I have just enough, with birch. So let's go ahead and make one of those, chests with birch. Alright. I'm gonna have to get some more oak planks and also some sticks while I'm at it. Since I kinda need more stuff. Okay, there's a creeper. And my sword is almost broken, so I'm gonna have to go back here, if I can, to get more wood so I can make another sword. And, of course, there's a giant cave system that I see no clear ways of getting back up through. Well, maybe I could try and use these stairs, or maybe those vines that I clearly just slid down. Alright, I'm gonna need to grab out my pickaxe, for this. There's some copper, so maybe I might grab that for, like, later uses, if they ever add any more, because wait, actually, I just now remembered. There's, a copper golem that I can use. I almost forgot about that. So I'm gonna try and gather up as much copper as I can get my hands on. Alright, I got 9. That should be enough to make a copper golem. Or at least it should be anyways. Because I know that I need, like, a chest and, like, some copper and, like, a block of copper. So I'm gonna try and make one of those whenever I get more copper stuff. Oh, and also, I almost forgot, I can make, copper armor and tools. I almost forgot about that. So yeah, whenever I get the chance, I'm gonna try and make some of those. Some of that stuff. I don't know if I'll have enough to make copper materials, like copper tools and armor, which is about as good as iron. Speaking of iron, there's some right there. Alright, I'm gonna have to mine my way back. Just to get to that iron. Okay, let's just go ahead and try and avoid this lava. I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to, though. Hopefully I have enough durability on my pickaxe to get this iron right here. I think I do. Yay, I do! Now let's go ahead and get out of here already, since I don't need much more cobblestone. And also, I don't think I need much more past the items I got. Which I do want to try. Wait, actually, I think I can make, my own name tags with paper and iron. So whenever I get a hold of some paper with the sugarcane I know I have, I'm gonna try and make some of that. Okay, there's some copper up here, so let's go ahead and grab this too. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose my pickaxe sometime soon. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to mine this to grab the copper here. Yep, I lost my pickaxe. Hey, at least I almost got a full stack of copper. That's pretty good. Honestly, that's probably the happiest I've ever seen myself with copper since it got introduced. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to my base, smelt the copper and iron that I have, and then just turn it all into, like, the tools that I need. Which I should have, another iron ingot, in my chest, or at least one of them. So I'm gonna try and do that. You know what? While I have the time, I'm gonna try and work on the underside of my base. Oh, there's zombie villagers. And my sword is pretty low on durability. You know what? I'm just gonna try and keep them away while luring them out into the sunlight. Okay, come on out, you stupid zombie villagers. Yeah, there's only one that I can see that would even require more than just my sword. You know, just keeping them at bay, which is the one with the leather cap. Okay, my raw iron should be done. So whenever I deal with these zombies right here, I'm gonna try and get rid of that. Okay, let's just, hurry up and get back to my base already. Okay. Please don't break down my door. That is one of the last things I want you to do. Okay, let's get out my iron. I'm gonna need more iron to make an anvil. Wait, actually, and also I'm gonna need, like, 6 more iron ingots while I have the time for it. So let's go ahead and make some paper, since I do have the resources for that. Now where should... I don't know where the, name tag should be. You know what? I'm just gonna try and craft. Since I do have the paper. Wait, what? I'm gonna look up the crafting recipe for name tags. Turns out it also requires some string, too. So I'm gonna try and make one of those for Wolfie. I mean, Sparky. Jesus Christ, I'm getting his name confused with so many other dogs. That's kind of why I need a name tag. What? Hold on, I need to see what I'm doing wrong. Turns out it actually requires a nugget, not a string. Hey, at least I have some iron nuggets here. That's good. So let's go ahead and craft that. The name tag. Huh? I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Like, I know that there's a crafting recipe for name tags. Wait, let's turn on craftables. Um, alright. Yeah, I don't think there's one for name tags. I probably just got duped, for what I could craft, so I'm just gonna have to, do that later. Work on all that later. Okay, let's go ahead and put up this stuff. And now I'm gonna sleep. I know that there's some zombies out here. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna grab out this copper and make a copper block. Um, since I need that for like a copper golem. Okay, I'm gonna need some sticks. Uh, Good thing I have more than enough for that, for 3 things of them. Okay, let's go ahead and make a sword, axe, and that's all I can do. For copper right now, anyways. Ooh, I can make a pickaxe now. Uh, so let's go ahead and do that. Um, I'm also going to make a copper shovel, since I can do that. Um, alright. I'm going to need a chest whenever I get around to it. You know what? I'm going to make a copper hoe and spear, too. Uh, since I kind of wanted to make a farm whenever I get around to it. Okay. I got all the tools I needed in copper. Okay, let's go ahead and sort all this out. Um, okay, I need to put my bed over here for right now. Since, it's kind of late and there's a lot of monsters. Okay, let's put my bed back. I'm gonna put the anvil like, right next to that chest right there. Um, you know what? I'm gonna try and make some copper armor too while I have a chance. Um, Now I'm gonna need more stuff for my armor. I'm gonna need more copper. I think I have more than enough than what I should need, in terms of copper. Alright. You know what? Maybe I should use a dragon skin. Um, so I could be the copper dragon, like a literal copper covered dragon in this game. That would be kind of like self fulfillment at that point. Um, just making my channel name like my Minecraft skin. Like that would kind of be a little bit of self fulfillment. Uh, okay, let's set my respawn point. Okay, I can make a helmet now. For copper. Uh, Now let's put this helmet in the chest. Um, Now let's go ahead and try and make more copper stuff. Uh, I need like 15. So yeah, I have way more than enough. Um, so yeah, I have way more copper than what I'll ever need. I have 7 more than what I need right now. Okay, let's just wait for this copper to smelt. You know what? While I'm at it, I'm gonna try and go out and mine some more wood, since I kind of need some more. Uh, Mostly for the chest for the copper golem. Um, oh wait, um, I'm also gonna mine some sand while I'm at it, since I kind of need some more of that. Um, I really want to find a name tag soon. That's like the main thing I want to do. Whenever I get around to it. Uh, I need more sand. I need as much as I can get my hands on. Okay. I don't know, like, where else I can find sand outside of this little pocket. Right here. Uh, you know what? Let's just, try and get as much as I can get my hands on. Um, since I kind of need as much sand as I can get. Uh, okay, there's some sand I can get here, too. Okay. How much sand did I get? 38 pieces. Ooh, there's some apples and birch saplings here. Let's head back to my base, check on the copper, and just try and work on my base a little bit more by smelting the glass. Yeah, keep in mind, while I'm working on my base, I will also be going out to hunt for resources, uh, you know, to try and, uh, you know, kill the Ender Dragon with it. Um, but as of right now, I don't really have too much. So, yeah, that's the main thing I'm really working on right now. It's just my base. Um, mostly because I need a place of security, for whenever I, inevitably go fight the Ender Dragon. For mostly because I don't really have too much else I can really count on right now. Okay, I need 3 pieces of cobblestone. Wait, there's a zombie with an iron sword. Maybe if I kill it, it'll drop it. Uh, okay, let's... It dropped it! And it has really bad durability. Screw you, you stupid zombie. Wait, I can still eat. Uh, you know what? I'm just gonna head back into my base for the time being, since I kind of need to end today's video. Wait, actually, before that, um, okay, I have enough to make the remaining pieces of my armor. So let's go ahead and make those, and then put them on. Alright, now let's put my sand in the furnace. Uh, yeah. Alright, that's gonna be the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.